Welcome to the Burstead Golf Club. This is a proprietary club that has rather reassuringly in these changing times never changed ownership and carries the values of a traditional members' club. But visitors and guests are more than welcome. The course was seeded in the spring of 1992 and opened for play in July 93. The architect, the renowned Patrick Tallick. The club has hosted the 2013 and 14 Essex PGA Championships. The course has matured well beyond its years, and the greens in particular are excellent. But playing conditions vary much with the weather, particularly the strength of the wind. There are narrow fairways, but picturesque views, well-positioned water hazards, and large but receptive greens, which are rather quick. So there's a challenge for every level of play. To help you enjoy your game, we've produced this flyby video and, hopefully, added some expert tips that will help you enjoy your round even more. We hope you enjoy your experience here and will visit us again pretty soon. Play well. The course measures 6,233 yards, not long by modern standards. It plays to a par of 71, and the measurements we're giving you are from the white tees, or the back or the tiger tees, whatever you like to call them. The first, 376 yards. A rather daunting tee shot, quite narrow, and remember this is your first swing of the day. Out of bounds on the right, ditch on the left, bunker just on the left as well, so you need to be pretty accurate. The perfect line is the bunker with a long iron or fairway wood to open up a much easier approach to the green. Anything to the right and you'll flirt with the out of bounds and be blocked out for sure. Long hitters, well, may favour going for the carry, but beware, anything right and you'll struggle to save a par. When the flag is top left, ask the question, is the risk worth the reward? The second hole measures 377 yards and requires a sensible, thoughtful tee shot, but beware a wayward drive may bring into play the fairway bunkers. Long hitters, of course, well, they may try to carry them. Once you've got your tee shot away, the ideal shot from the fairway is to try and play to the middle of the green. With a mounding on the right, a longer iron to the left side of the green may be the best option, but beware the hidden gem that awaits at the back of the green. The third is 346 yards. Now you need to favour the left side of the fairway here if you can. Aim at the silver birches to leave an ideal shot into the green. Anything too aggressive may be caught by the large fairway bunker. There are bunkers placed left and right, so you require an accurate approach. The fourth, the shortest hole on the course, just 123 yards and stroke index 18, so they think it's the easiest one, but I'm not so sure. There's a pond on the right, being the source of the River Crouch. A large bunker guards the front of the green, ensuring it plays every yard of its distance. All the trouble is short, so play your shot, if you can, to the middle of the green at all times, wherever the flag is. Don't try and be too cute. Beware, the green is very sloping, and you don't get many putts given on this green. The fifth is the shortest of the par fours, just 273 yards, and this will probably entice the longer hitters to have a cut at the green. However, the reward and risk, well, there's out of bounds on the right, trees short right, bunkers left and right, lots of trouble all around. The sensible shot, I suppose, is an iron or fairway wood up the left-hand side of the fairway, which opens up the green, leaving a short approach and a birdie opportunity. Green slopes quite a bit from right to left, so play, if you can, to the right of the flag, but don't try and be too greedy. Number 6, 407 yards. Now this requires a good tee shot, distance and accuracy. The longer hitters will take on the dogleg maybe, but beware out of bounds on the right. The higher handicapper may prefer a 3-iron or a hybrid or something of that order, followed by a mid-iron. To this rather deceptive green, it slopes from front to back, means club selection is the key as you approach the green. When the flag is on the left side of the green, aim for the middle. Always aim for the middle and hopefully two-putt. This is stroke index 2 on the card, so sometimes a bogey will get the job done. The 7th is a testing par 4, measuring 325 yards from the back tee. Temptation must be avoided here if you want to keep your score going. The best line is up the left-hand side of the fairway, either with a long iron or a fairway wood, short of the left-hand bunker, leaving a mid-iron approach to the green. There are 2 bunkers guarding the front, left and right, so a shot over the flag may be the better option to avoid being caught up by those. Be overzealous off the tee, and a bogey is just waiting to catch you. The 8th is one of the straightest holes on the course and measures just 312 yards. The fairway slopes towards you, so it adds a few extra yards to the hole, so club selection is vital when you approach the green. Anything short will be gathered up and away it goes into that deep bunker on the left. There's a sloping 2-tier green awaiting, so make sure, if you can, to stay below the hole. Otherwise, it's not an easy two-putt. In match play, when the flag is on the top tier, make your opponent hole everything. Now we've arrived at the 9th, the first of the 3 par 5s, measuring 528 yards. Now the long hitters may risk carrying the ditch, but there's another carry further up the fairway and an internal out of bounds to the right. So is it worthwhile? It's a par 5, remember. A long iron or a fairway wood up the left, short of the ditch is okay. Then a long iron, or whatever, up the fairway, leaving a sensible distance to green. You've got to carry over that second ditch. Play it as a par 5. Too aggressive, and any number can be accumulated. Be sensible. If you've got a stroke, make sure you use it. Into the second 9, the 10th, another par 5. This time just over 500 yards, 505 in fact. Driving back up the hill. Now, the longer hitters, you need a big one if you're going to try and carry the second ditch and get on the green in 2. Lots of trouble all round about here, left and right. There's a slight right to left dogleg, so if you can, favour the right-hand side of the fairway. Gives you a better chance of seeing towards the green. A perfect birdie chance for the longer hitters, while sensible play for the rest of us. Play it again as a par 5. Try and avoid the hazards. If you get your second shot up 130, 40, 50 yards from the green, you're not left with a bad shot in. It's a pretty large green protected by a deep bunker on the left. So again, aim for the middle of the green if you can. It's relatively flat and gives you a chance of a birdie. The 12th. Well, fortune favours the brave. There's a 215-yard carry over the ditch from the back tees, so a driver may not be the best option. The hole measures just 376 yards. There's a reward, of course, if you can get a good one away, but beware of the bunker that lies in wait for that fading tee shot. The safer options is a long iron or a rescue up the left-hand side of the fairway, leaving you a good shot in to a 2-tier green. When the pin's cut on the upper level, favour the right-hand side of the green if you can. On the left, well, 3 putts are almost certain. The 13th is the second of the par 3s and measures 213 yards. The ground slopes from tee to green. Once you get over the ditch, the ball, even if you haven't hit too well, will make its way down towards the green. There are bunkers waiting on either side for a wayward shot. However, the green is pretty large, so all is not lost on first sight. But there's a small tabletop tier on the back left. That'll test the nervy putters. Gimmies? Oh, don't get many on here. Depends how generous you feel. Now the 14th, 364 yards, and a chance to get back on track. A long iron or rescue, left of the fairway bunkers would be the most sensible choice, leaving you about 150, 60 yards from the green. but accuracy is a must. Long hitters, however, could benefit from a wider landing area further up the fairway. There are bunkers short left and right, so the entry to this green is quite narrow. You have to fly over those, but use this to your advantage if you can. Take enough club, and that should get rid of that problem. The green is relatively flat, so a well-placed approach will leave you an opportunity for a birdie. Now on to the 15th, a par 3, 144 yards, not long, but accuracy and club selection play a key role. This is well protected, there are bunkers all over the place. A pretty large green, get on the green and you could be rewarded. It'll help you along your way over these quite difficult closing holes. But you can always use the tree-lined horizon to line up your perfect shot into the green. The 16th is a delightful par 4. Not long, 358 yards, but quite a tough hole. A long iron or fairway wood off the tee gets you to the corner of the dogleg, leaving you some 150 yards or so from the centre of the green. Long hitters should favour the right to left flight if they can, to position themselves in for a shorter approach. Beware the out of bounds. Tree-lined fairways ready and waiting to catch you. Too defensive and a bunker on the right makes par unlikely. The approach must be both accurate with out of bounds left and water, that pond, on the right-hand side of the green. In fact, the green slopes towards the pond, so don't be too bold. Again, middle of the green, 2 putts, good result. 17th, the last of the par 3s, 217 yards. The choice of club, well, this is usually played into the wind, so make sure you've got enough. It's a 200-yard carry to the front edge of the green. A wide approach invites you maybe to lay up and play for a chip and a putt, particularly if you've got a stroke. When the flag is at the front of the green, be sure to try and be under the hole, as anything above is affected by the slope, and that runs from back to front. The 18th, oh, what a great finishing hole. A very testing par 5 of 537 yards, usually played into the wind. Now, the longer hitters may leave the driver in the bag and try and avoid carrying the hazard. The fairway narrows down at the 150-yard marker, with a long rough on either side of the fairway, waiting to catch out those aggressive players. Then, a long iron to the heart of the fairway, or maybe a rescue, will leave you in a perfect spot to pitch up onto the green, which is right in front of the clubhouse. Par 5 here is always a great way to finish. Now, don't be too aggressive. If you are, you could be right into the clubhouse, and who knows, even into the ladies' locker room. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed your game at Burstead Golf Club. A friendly welcome. Now's time for sit down, contemplate what might have been, enjoy that pint, or maybe even a gin and tonic, and think of the day not too far away when you may come back and do it all over again.